Happy Friday, sports fans, and welcome to the BBSN. This is our spotlight game of the day featuring Payoff Pitch in our 1969 season replay. And today we have a matchup from Oakland, Alameda County Coliseum, the Oakland Athletics taking on the visiting Chicago White Sox. And today's starting lineups. For the White Sox, batting first and playing shortstop, Luis Aparicio. Batting second in right field, Walt Williams. Batting third in left field, Carlos May. Batting cleanup and playing third base, Bill Melton. Batting fifth and playing first base, Gale Hopkins. In center field, batting sixth, Ken Berry. Batting seventh and manning second base, Bobby Knopp. Catching today for the White Sox will be Ed Herman. And on the mound, right-hander Joe Horlin. And for our homestanding A's, leading off and playing short, Bert Campaneris. Hitting second at second base, Dick Green. In the third spot, third baseman Sal Bando. Batting cleanup in right field, Mr. October, not yet named that, or Reggie Jackson. In center field, batting fifth, Rick Monday. Playing first base and batting sixth, Danny Cater. In left field, batting seventh, Tommy Reynolds. And catching and batting eighth, Phil Ruth. And on the mound for the Athletics, Catfish Hunter. So the anthem is done, and we are ready to go as Aparicio steps in. And right away, we have an error check, 48. And that will be an error check on second base. And Green is a 5. So on the ballpark chart, 5 has to be a roll of 1 to 29, and 31, so it is a ground out 4-3, and we have one down. Walt Williams steps in the pitch. That will be patient, 14, and versus the righty, that will be a walk. So Williams on at first base, and the White Sox have a runner, and Carlos May steps up to the plate. Hunter kicks, delivers, and 9 is tough, 54, and that will be a ground out to third base. 9 is the 2-6 roll, and that is above Carlos's May double play rating, so it will be a force out, Williams out at second, and May on board on a fielder's choice. 2 down. The power hitter, Bill Melton, steps up, manning the hot corner today. The pitch. 11 will be tough, 69, and that's going to be out of range, and a ground ball to second base, and the Sox are done in the top of the first. No runs, no hits, no error. One man left, and we will have the Oakland Athletics coming to the plate to start their half of the first inning. Campy steps in, Joe Horlin the pitch. And that will be an in-play 50. Is going to be ground out to third. One down. Dick Green steps in. Sets the pitch. And 8 is tough. And 9 will be a strikeout. So Green goes down swinging, and 2 down for the A's to start the game. Sal Bando takes his place in the order. Adjusts his cap, the pitch. In play 53, and that will be a ground ball to third base. So 5-3, Melton to Hopkins, and the A's go down in order to start the game. We have completed 1 inning, score White Sox 0, Athletics 0. And top of the second, Gale Hopkins steps in. Pitch from Hunter is a tough 32, and that's going to be a single by Hopkins. So right away, the White Sox have a runner on, and the 2-6 was a 9. Hopkins will not attempt to steal. 9 is tough 33, and that will be a strikeout. Hunter's first of the game, and Barry goes down looking. Bobby Knopp comes up. And again, tough 6, and Knopp goes down swinging. Hunter's second in a row, 2 down now. Catfish Hunter digging deep with a runner on base, records 2 quick strikeouts. Ed Herman. And 6 will be in play, and 60 will be a ground out to shortstop. So the White Sox waste a leadoff single and go down in the top of the second, and we head to the bottom, still tied at 0. Mr. October, Reggie Jackson, is getting ready to hit for the A's. He steps into the box. Horland has the sign and delivers, and 11 is ballpark. 18 in Oakland Alameda versus a right-hander is going to be wheelhouse. So Reggie has a chance for some fireworks here early. 62, and that ball is gone over the right field fence, and the A's jump out to a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the second inning. A solo shot for Reggie, his first of the year. Horland kicks the mound in disgust. Rick Monday comes to the plate, the pitch. And 0-0 will be a rare play. Nobody is on first base, and a roll of 5. A line drive single hits pitcher, check for injury, runners advance 1 base. So Catfish Hunter, first off. Monday is aboard at first, and I'm sorry, Joe Horland. Joe Horland's injury rating is durable. So for him to be injured would take a roll of 70 or more. And 70 or more. He is injured and out for the remainder of the game. So right away, the White Sox are going to have to make a pitching change. And Horland is out of there after only going 1 inning. Gives up 2 hits. 1 run thus far. The runner on first is his responsibility. No walks, and struck out 1. So the Sox will go to the bullpen as Horland is helped off the field. And they are going to their trusty, durable long reliever, Wilbur Wood, he of knuckleball fame. Appeared in 76 games in 1969. So Wood will take his warm-up tosses. And the lefty has the ball, and we are ready to go as Danny Cater steps in. Nobody out. Rick Monday on first base, and the pitch from Wood is in play, and that's going to be a ground ball to shortstop. 2-6 is a 4. Cater's double play rating is an 8, and Woods is also an 8. So Cater comes in, and Woods induces him into a 6-4-3 double play. And right away we have 2 down. Tommy Reynolds steps in. Wood winds up the pitch. 9 is tough, and 10 versus a lefty, just within range, and he strikes out, flailing at the knuckleball. And with that, the second inning is over, but the Athletics do break through. 1 run on 2 hits, the run coming on Reggie Jackson's solo blast into the right field bleachers. And we head to the top of the 3rd inning with the score Athletics 1 and White Sox 0. All right, Wilbur Wood will lead off for the Sox to start the 3rd inning. And he is a miserable hitting pitcher. Catfish Hunter winds up, delivers, and 9 will be tough, and that's going to be a strikeout. And we are back to the top of the order. Luis Aparicio steps in for the Sox. Hunter grabs the rosin bag, toes the rubber, and fires. And in play, 64. It's going to be a ground out to second base, 2 down. Walt Williams is our next batter. And the pitch from Hunter is 6 in play. 94 will be a fly out to left field. And 1, 2, 3, the Sox go again. We head to the bottom of the 3rd, score 1-0 Athletics. And Wood is back on the mound for the White Sox, and Phil Roof will start for the A's. Pitch from Wood, 6 is tough, 63, and that's going to be a ground ball to second base. 4-3 and 1 down. Catfish Hunter steps in. And the pitch from Wood is 6, tough, and that's going to be a strikeout. As Hunter wants no part of the knuckleball. And that's Wood's 2nd strikeout of the game. And back to the top of the order for the A's as Campanera steps up. Wood the pitch. And 7 is in play. That's going to be a fly ball to center field. And the A's go down in order. And we head to the top of the 4th here in a briskly moving game with the Athletics clinging to a 1-0 lead. And Carlos May will start for the Sox. All right, in play 14, and that's going to be a single. So Carlos May starts it off with a base hit here in the top of the 4th inning, and Bill Melton steps in. Hunter pitches, and in play, and that's going to be fly out to center field. Runner holds, 1 down. Gale Hopkins ready to go now. Pitch from Hunter. In play 17, and we will have another base hit, and this one will also be a single. Lead die is a 3, so runner advancement. The runner on first will go to second. So 1 down, 2 on. Ken Berry steps up. The pitch is ballpark. 67 is going to be in play. And in play rating of 47. And that will be a ground ball to third base. And 11 or 12, it will be runners advance, batter out at first. So we now have runners on second and third. And 2 down. So Bobby Knopf will step in and look to get the Sox back in the game. And pitch will be in play, 47. And he will ground to third base also, and the inning is over. White Sox threaten but do not score. Going into the bottom of the fourth, it is 1-0 Athletics still. And Wilbur Wood on for his third full inning of work. And pitch is tough, 29. And Green goes down swinging. So the Athletics having a tough time catching up with Wood's flutter. That is his third strikeout. Sal Bando is next. And the pitch. Tough, 52. And that's going to be a ground ball to third base. Melton picks it up, throws to first, and we have 2 down. Reggie Jackson comes up to a nice ovation. He went deep his first at bat for the game's only run, and 3 is tough. And 62, not this time. Reggie looks foolish and goes down swinging. And we are through 4 full innings with the score still Athletics 1 and White Sox 0. And Ed Herman will lead it off for the Sox to start the 5th inning. Pitch from Hunter is patient, and 11 is going to be a walk. So Hunter, despite having a lead, has struggled every inning, giving up base runners. And at this point, Wood has gone 3 full innings for the Sox, and we're going to bring in a pinch hitter. So Wood does his job and keeps the game close. And for the Sox, Danny Murphy will be our next pitcher. And going down the White Sox bench, it looks like the pinch hitter for Wood is going to be outfielder third baseman Pete Ward. So Ward steps in. Hunter delivers, and 8 is patient, 62. And that is going to be a single. Lead dies a 3, so runner will move up 1 base. And now the White Sox have something going as Pete Ward comes through in the clutch. And we are back to the top of the order. So Luis Aparicio looks at the sign from the third base coach. Are we going to play small ball here? And it looks like he is going to hit away. 8 is patient, and 61 will be a ground ball to second base. 8 is above Aparicio's double play rating, so we will have a force at second. Aparicio is on a fielder's choice, and Herman goes to third. So 1 down now, and runners at the corner for Walt Williams. Pitch is in play, and that's going to be a fly out to left field. And on the in-play chart, on a fly out, all runners will hold. So we have 2 down, and runners remain at the corners, and Carlos May trying to get the Sox on the board. And 5 is ballpark, and that's going to be in play in this cavernous ballpark. And 53 will be a ground ball to third base, and once again, Hunter does his best Houdini impression and wiggles out of trouble. So we're going to the bottom of the 5th inning with our score still 1-0. And new Sox pitcher is right-hander Danny Murphy, and he will face Rick Monday as his first batter here in the 5th. And pitch is 7 in play, and 2, and that's going to be a double. So Rick Monday with his second hit of the day, singled back in the 2nd inning. And the A's have their leadoff runner in scoring position for Danny Cater. And that's going to be in play 4, and that's going to be back-to-back doubles. So Monday comes in to score, and Cater has the RBI. And all those managers in the stands are wondering, why did you take Wilbur out? And that seems to be a good question as Tommy Reynolds steps in, and 12 will be ballpark, and again in play. And 32 will be just out of range, ground ball to first, and 9 is out of the double play range. I'm sorry, there is no double play. Runner on second base, and Cater's run rating is 7 or more. The ball was hit to the right side of the infield, so he will advance to third. And we have 3 unassisted for Reynolds, and 1 down, runner on third base. Kind of hard to do a double play with no force. It's early for this announcer. And 5 will be tough, and 50 is going to be a strikeout. So 2 down. As Catfish Hunter will take his turn at the plate. Righty winds up. 8 is tough, and that's going to be a strikeout. So Murphy gets off to a little bit of a rough start, but recovers. But the A's add another, and we are through 5 innings with our score Oakland 2, Chicago 0. Catfish Hunter back on the mound, and he will face Bill Melton to start the 6th inning. Pitch is in play, 36, will be a ground ball back to Hunter. And he flips it over to first base, and we have 1 down. And Gale Hopkins has had Hunter's number today. He is 2 for 2, 2 singles. And 11 will be tough, 94, not this time, will be a fly out to left field, and 2 quick outs. Canberry is our batter. So Hunter has flirted with disaster all night long and breezing in this inning. Tough, 15, and that will be another strikeout. So Hunter now has 4 Ks for the game, and he has made it through 6 innings unblemished. And to start the 6th inning, Campaneris is our batter, top of the order. Campy today is 0 for 2. He is grounded out to third and flown out to center. The pitch is patient 76, and that will be an out, a fly out to center field. So for the second time today, Campy goes out to Barry in center. Dick Green, and the pitch for Murphy is tough, 71, and that's going to be a ground ball to second. So 4-3. Really today, minus a couple of bad pitches, the Sox pitchers have outdone Catfish Hunter, but the scoreboard does not show that. As Bando's up, and Patient 32, and Bando will draw the walk. So just as I say that, the A's have another runner on, and Mr. October, seeing if he can be Mr. April today. And the pitch is in play, 97, and that will be a fly out to left field to end the inning. And 6 innings are in the books, folks, and the score remains Athletics 2, White Sox 0. And Catfish Hunter comes out for the 7th inning. He has a fatigue rating of 8, so he can go into the 8th inning as long as he does not give up more than 2 runs. And at this point, looks in absolutely no danger of that happening. Bobby Knopp leads it off for the Sox, and 11 is tough. 92 will be a fly out to left field, and we have 1 down. Ed Herman is the batter. And 7 will be a tough out. Surprisingly, first time this has come up for Hunter, so there can be no hit on this roll. And I'm going to need to worry about that as Herman strikes out, 2 down. And we're going to make a managerial decision here with 2 outs and no immediate threat. Murphy is going to remain in the game and hit. I'm sure we'll be second guessed for that again. The pitch is in play, 33, and that will be well out of range and a ground ball to first. Cater picks it up, flips to Hunter covering. And we are through 6.5. Time for the 7th inning stretch. It's too bad Harry Carey sings for those guys on the other side of town, or you would be hearing him on his radio broadcast now. But instead, you get to hear me, and I am not singing, as Rick Monday gets ready to lead it off for the A's here in the bottom of the 7th. Pitch for Murphy, tough, 10, and that's going to be a strikeout. So Murphy is settled in now as Danny Cater comes up. And Cater drove in a run back in the 5th inning with a double. The pitch is in play, 57, and that we have a ground ball to second base. So Knopp over to Hopkins, and we have 2 down. Next batter, Tommy Reynolds, and Reynolds today has struck out and grounded out to third or first base unassisted. And 3 is in play, 0-4, and this time he singles to left field. Catcher Phil Roof is up, and Patient 20, and that's going to be a walk. So now Murphy's struggling a bit, and question, should I have pinch hit for him last inning? This is the last inning he'll be able to pitch without being fatigued anyhow. since he has given up a run. And Catfish Hunter, 7 will be in play, and that will be well out of range. A fly out to center field, and the inning is over. So we head to the top of the 8th inning, and our score is still A's 2 and White Sox 0. And the White Sox will have another pitcher warming up to come out for the next inning. Looks like Jerry Nyman is up in the bullpen for the Chi Sox. And to get things going in the 8th for the Chicagoans, Luis Aparicio, top of the order. Pitch from Hunter is in play. 19 is going to be a single. And a die roll of 6 on the 2D6 will not result in a steal attempt, as Aparicio is a 4 to get a jump. But they do have a base runner, which has not been uncommon this game, but Hunter has always managed to get out of it. Pitch to Williams is in play, 25. It's going to be another single. Lead die is a 3, and Aparicio is going to stop on at second base. So nobody out, 2 on. And it looks like there's going to be action in the A's bullpen, just in case. And the man getting up will need no introduction. His mustache gives him away. Raleigh Fingers. Again, ready to go just in case he is needed. Hunter stares down May, and here comes the pitch. And that's going to be an in-play 54, which will be a ground ball to third base. And 6 is the 2-6, and that's May's double play rating. And Hunter's is a 9. So we have Aparicio going to third, and a 5-4-3 double play. May and Williams go down, as once again Hunter appears to be on the verge of escaping a potentially bad situation. Bill Melton up with 2 outs. And 3 is Wheelhouse, 42. And he is not going to get out of this, as deep into the night, Bill Melton, a 2-run home run, and we are tied. And out of nowhere, Melton goes deep. His first home run of the year. And 2 RBIs, and Hunter has been playing with fire all night, and finally he gets what he's asking for, a 2-run shot for Melton, and the Sox have tied this ball game up. 2 is error, check. 97 will be on the right fielder, and Reggie is a 1, not a very stout fielder, so 1-79. And 40 is going to be an error on Reg. And roll of 8 on the 2-6. All right, and that actually turns into a single +1, so single and an error on the throw back in. So Hopkins will end up at second. And E9. So with 2 outs, Hunter is not out of danger. They're going to leave him in to face Ken Berry. And he is still fresh since he's only given up 2 runs. And 6 is in play, 4. And that's going to be a double. So an unearned run. And Hunter has absolutely fallen apart here in the top of the 8th inning. And that's going to be a day for Catfish. So he pitched well, got out of trouble, but again, in pretty much every inning he had base runners, and it seemed only to be a matter of time. And sure enough, the Sox break through here in the top of the 8th. 3 runs in. Only 2 of them earned, and they have taken the lead. So 7 2/3 for Catfish. And at this point, 3 runs in, and he is responsible for the runner on second base. As Bobby Knopf will look to extend the lead. Pitch is 10, in play 42 is going to be out of range, and that's going to be a ground ball down to first, unassisted. So Cater makes the final out, but not before the White Sox strike for 3 big runs, and we go to the bottom of the 8th inning with the Sox up 3-2. Nyman had originally been scheduled to come on and pitch for the White Sox, but with the turn of events here in the 8th inning, it looks like they're going to go and bring in their closer. And that's going to be Dan Osinski. Murphy was probably actually the guy that they would have wanted in this situation, but he was used earlier. So Osinski will come on and try and get the save, and he will be facing the top of the A's lineups here in the 8th as Bert Campaneris is the batter. 9 is in play, 47 is going to be a pop out to shortstop. 6P, and Campy goes down. Dick Green, the batter. Osinski delivers. And it's going to be Patient, 49. And that will be a single for Green. So, hope remains for the A's. And Sal Bando, who can give the A's the lead with 1 swing of the bat, and 2 is ballpark. 98 is going to be in play, however. So he dodges that bullet. And a roll of 21 is going to be a single, lead die 3. So Green will stop at second, and Bando has set the table. Can Mr. October become Mr. April? This pitch will tell us. 4 is tough, 28, and no, he cannot. Reggie fans, so 2 down. As he walks back to the dugout dejectedly, cursing no doubt. Rick Monday now will try and get the A's the lead. 6 is tough, and 6 is a strikeout. So Osinski pitches big. 2 runners on and gets out of the inning with back-to-back strikeouts at the heart of the order. And we head to the top of the 9th now, where Raleigh Fingers will remain in the game for the A's, as Ed Herman steps in for the Sox. And pitch is tough, 50, and that's going to be a ground ball to third base. So Bando over to Cater, and we have 1 down. Osinski will remain in the game to hit. And 5 will be tough. That will easily be a strikeout. But that's not why Osinski's there. He's there to slam the door. Luis Aparicio steps in to face Fingers with 2 outs, and 3 is a defense check. 98 will be an error check, and that is going to be once again on Reggie, who we already know is not very good out there, and that's his 2nd error of the game. And a 10 on the 2-die-6. And again, that will convert to a single +1. So Aparicio, a 2-out single, and Reggie's second error of the game puts him at second for Walt Williams. And Williams batting for State Farm, looking for a little bit of insurance here at the top of the ninth. Pitch from Fingers is Patient, 67, and that's going to be an out. Fly out to center field. And the Sox are gone in the top of the ninth inning. And Osinski now will look to nail it down. And the first batter he will face is Danny Cater, first baseman. And we have a rare play. Bases empty and a 7 on the 2-die-6. His defense, reroll all dice, refer to the defense chart. Player with A range or 5E rating makes a highlight reel catch, otherwise single. All right, so let's see what we got. Single on the range chart or one base error on the error chart. So on the defensive chart, we'll first see where the ball is hit. And 50 will be an error check on the second baseman. And for the Sox, that is Cannot. And he does have a range, so he's going to make a highlight reel stab of a line drive or up the middle. And after all that, much ado about nothing. One down for the A's to start the bottom of the ninth. Tommy Reynolds will be the batter. Osinski winds, delivers. 10 is in play, and that's going to be a fly out to left field. So things were going swimmingly, and now the A's down to their last out, facing a 3-2 defeat, and Phil Roof, the catcher, is their last hope. The pitch is a 7, and that's in play. 0-4 is going to be a double, so this one is not over yet. And could we be facing extras, folks? And we are not going to let Fingers hit, obviously. So the A's will go to the bench. Catcher comes out to talk to Osinski. Get their strategy down here. And for the Athletics, honestly rather sparse bench, but it looks like the switch hitter Ted Kubiak will be called upon here in the bottom of the ninth to create a mini miracle. Can he get them back in the game? Osinski gets a sign, delivers, game on the line. 6 is going to be tough, and 97. A harmless fly ball to left field. May camps under it, squeezes it, and the ball game is over. So a big come-from-behind victory by the Chicago White Sox, who played 3 runs in the top of the 8th off Catfish Hunter to storm back from a 2-0 deficit. And they take opening day game and first game of the series against the A's 3-2. So happy Friday, and we will be back with another feature game on BBSN. Have a great day.